met someone once, I think. I don't know if I've ever met anyone here. Maybe my father. He was quite a character. Then when he started toning it down, that's when his health started toning down. I think we're trying to break out of the shell. We're so preoccupied with trying to have it make sense, like explainable to society that doesn't make sense anymore. It never did. Reality is misbehaving. So we'll start misbehaving. To become like children, the purpose of life is to live life, to really live it, instead of meeting the check marks approved by who? Scales of success come from some scaled dragon. Who's in charge here? Who owns you? I've been trying to serve two masters. That which is within and trying to break out, and the people around me who consistently abuse everyone's supposed right to be who they are. True individuality worldwide hasn't been only considered illegal, but it's considered an act of terrorism. Life can't have this anymore. It won't allow itself to be strangled out like this. It's gonna break through. And having the faith within myself to follow it, everything will be fine. It'll just somehow magically work out. See, the Christ character wasn't taken until he was allowed himself to be taken. Me, including kind of people that watch this, we've been allowing ourselves to be thwarted by these little peons. You know, we get stooped down to their level, and they talk about justice and equality. They don't care for any of that shit. Justice, virtue, like if that would mean total ruin for them. And they lie so much they can't tell themselves that. They get off on dragging down something that they inherently know is more powerful than them. It's quite an experience, you know, allowing that. There's a divergence in consciousness right now. Eternal life and more is right here. We just have to have faith. And I tend to lead by that example. The meaning of life is obviously not to be happy. Be happy with the knowing that you're not always going to be happy. The meaning of life is to live life. To live it at its highest intensity. Like Aleister Crowley saying, if you're going to love, I forget how he said, but love as hard as possible. If you're going to suffer as much as possible. If you're going to do drugs, do fucking drugs. Or like Doug Stanhope says, excess and moderation. Don't ever learn from someone else's mistakes. It's the dumbest fucking thing you can do. It really is. On another note, one of the things that around the world, the countries that supposedly are separate and they can't agree on anything, but they all agree on Antarctica, wherever the fuck is going on there. They all agree on Admiralty law, maritime law, which also gets carried on to the land. The fractal banking system. Yep. No psychedelics are allowed. Did I ever say that? Individuality is considered illegal and terrorism. So this right here, what I'm saying right here, is probably considered word terrorism. Got a lot of claims of that going on lately, huh? The whole COVID, also known as the Heineken virus, also known as the plandemic, also known as the people around you are filthy retarded beyond all measure. So go ahead and let go of pretty much everything that anyone ever taught you, because look at what everyone's doing right now. Woo. They call us crazy, fucking living it. They're in bubble suits, right? I'm gonna put a description in this video of like a 3-minute short clip about your true values. It's really, really funny. Share the view with you guys. Ooh. It's like a dream right now, man. There's one spot right here. I dream about it sometimes. Wait, check this out. got myself a pair of binoculars. Thanks, you know who you are. I don't know if you're cool with me stating your name on this video, so turn around, you might see the lighthouse. And there's something to this. I highly recommend it. Not only is it high fashion, but it is like an antenna. You know, they say the golden age is represented by air, and which would be like feather, right? Also smoking. That's why they don't want you to smoke anymore. They want you to vape instead. But these are just some that I found. It's a good angle, probably that right there. Yeah, there's something to it. I mean, it feels great wearing this. I mean, people look at you kind of... Actually, people dig it. You know, walk around with this on, and today. And yeah, people seem to really, really dig it. You know, it's kind of helps them get in touch with what actually is, you know, going on instead of the belief system. Belief systems equals BS equals bullshit. Still, even us, what we consider self-evident, really think about it. Is it actually really self-evident? Like if you had a clean slate, you're just looking at this place, things that you believe to be self-evident. Like say for example, I said earlier, the meaning of life is to be happy, right? Look around you. Everyone's like pretending like, oh yeah, I'm happy. But no, I mean like there's so much suffering, especially right now. And like the concept that they gave us of heaven, that's terrifying. That's actually like hell. The meaning of life is to be happy. Everyone just says stuff like that like it's self-evident. Or we're all equal. That's not true. I mean, we're all equal because we play a part, but I mean, obviously there is some sort of hierarchy, right? In people, and in nature, and in morality. Like their morality is, I mean, even nowadays, you can only say the right words and think what we approve of you to think, or we will destroy your life. That's moral? Like, that's an extreme version of it, but like people, they're like, oh yeah, it's because, and then they have these excuses, you know, like, oh, because of blah, blah, blah. And it's totally, I mean, it's those type of people, especially in London. But I mean, the people that oppose them aren't that far off either from that like level of insanity. Bring up Crowley again, you know, do what thou wilt. Love is the law, love under will. Man has the right to live life as he wills to do. Man has the right to eat, drink, sleep, rest, die when he wills to do. And man has the right to kill anyone that would look to thwart his rights. That's basically like everyone just become who you are, or don't. Do your thing. If you do like tons of drugs, for example, right? Because a lot of people are like, oh, that's self-evident that it's their fucking body, it's their life. What's bad is like shaming someone, and like for doing something, and then so they start doing more drugs, and then like, or like say like a prostitute, right? What she's doing is so bad, giving out pleasure on a personal level, but like everyone, like society, like molds her to be shamed about it. And then she'll start doing drugs, and then we shame her for that, and then she winds up dead somehow, and we say, "Oh, see, we're right. Self-evident that we were right. Look, it's right there." No, you guys did that. I mean, like she participated, she accepted the shame and the guilt. Shame and pain is the name of the game. But yeah, what are your true values? You must become like children again. Children. When I was young, my dad would tell us these crazy bedtime stories. Like, like when my parents got divorced, I was like 5 or 6. Go at his house on some weekends, put curse words and put Clifford the big red dog, and then the fucking big red dog. And the dad was like, what the fuck? But no, he would tell us stories because he was born in a refugee camp in Australia after World War II. And he told us that, and we were little kids, we actually, believe it. That he rode a Komodo dragon to school, and they couldn't afford legs or arms when he was a kid, so all he had was a face for a shovel. So the first time I ever went sailing was on a Hobie Cat sailboat. Those like little, like 12, 14 footers. I was 5 years old, and he intentionally had me watch Jaws the night before. What the fuck was that? I don't think you'd be able to see it, but there was, what the fuck was that? Something over there in that clouds over there. Like it was big. Really fucking big. That'd be so cool if I get something on camera right now. This area of Deerfield Beach is called Trespass. You got the public beach over there. So it's back again over there too, but you got the condominiums. So it's not trespassing, but that's what everyone calls it, trespass. Here, right there, starting right here, there's swim out. It takes you like 2 minutes. You get the first set of reef. There's like 50 feet towards the east. It goes north to south. And you swim out a little bit past that, there's like sand, and then there's another reef. There's basically 3 sets of reefs, and the further you go out, the bigger the ledges and fish get. All right. Well, if shit starts going down, remember that for it to get better, it can't stay the way it is. The people have already proven whatever. It's like killing people in Grand Theft Auto. Like they're just part of their NPCs. So I'm not saying kill people, but what I'm saying is like if they want to go nuts on each other, they're just making room for the good stuff. And it's like on that movie Fight Club where they had the car accident. And actually, I'll put that in the description too. And he goes, they tumble over and whatnot, and he just goes, ha 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 ha, you just had a near life experience. Yeah, we gotta break free of these internal prisons. And ones like us. And this is a reminder myself, of course. I mean, all these videos, that should be first and foremost. I need to learn to be more selfish. The fuck was I fucking saying? uh, yeah, learn to be more selfish, and it doesn't. Oh, and have faith that as we're becoming who we are, it doesn't matter what those around us might object or whatever. And because we've experienced it. I mean, they do gaslighting, and I mean, they do all types of fucked up shit. Not all of them, but some of them. But we were always okay, right? We're still here. What sucked the most was the belief of, say, having our reputation hurt or whatever. I mean, hold on to your, like, say you might lose a job. So what? You lose a job, but if you're still okay, you're becoming who you are. Was like, were you a slave? You have to have that job. You'd rather have that job than your life, like, to actually like really live. That doesn't make any fucking sense, right? So have the faith that life itself, God, whatever you want to fucking, your higher being, is going to make sure that you're okay during the process of becoming who you actually are. But we have to let go of this petty shit that we've been calling our life. We've just been in reaction, whether they hate us, love us. It's like all food for us. We just keep on devouring it. Oh, opinions and blah blah blah, and smart things to say. I really need to get contacts. Yeah. So fuck all that. Anyways, yeah. What are your true values?